never tore down. All of this was thought out, whether I was thinking or not. Somebody was thinking in case I ain't think out the box. So stuck in mind, down for whatever, nothing rides. But knowing how the end of that movie is underlined, and knowing my pop starred in that movie a couple times, I already knew the script. What a surprise. If memory serves me, I remember wondering what all of that work be. Posted on the same stoop, like what the word be. But someone was always standing behind me to curb me.
And that's the player introductions completed. So in just a few moments, we'll be back and ready for action.
They gon' know me as legendary. You in the stands, I ain't need no commentary. If you the competition, you gon' get buried. I don't cheat on the game, we getting married. They gon' know me as legendary. You in the stands, I ain't need no commentary. Ain't no option, ain't no secondary. I just throw it out like a Hail Mary. Legendary.
Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. What's better than NBA basketball on a Saturday night? We're here to bring you the action. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Ali LaForce. And here we can check out the story for Serge Ibaka.
And over the last 10 games, he's been hitting the boards hard. He's been a different guy when it comes to rebounding. Out there battling and fighting. It's great to see that kind of hustle.
Just about ready to get this one started. First, let's hear from Ali LaForce. Ali.
Well, guys, Paul George heard the critics. He said the only way I could respond was to get better, to come back with a vengeance. I didn't like that people saw weakness. I had to answer that, and it fueled me. I wanted to come back and be myself again. Brian?
Well, he's playing at a tremendous level, Ali. Thanks for that. And two conference rivals facing off here. Grant, what were some of your fiercest rivalries at the NBA level?
You know, when I was in Detroit, it had to be the Hawks, and I think probably the Bulls. I think the Bulls were everybody's rival in the Eastern Conference back then. And then, of course, in Phoenix, we had some real battles with the Lakers.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. Jackson and George, they're manning the backcourt. Ivica Zubac's out there with Jay Crowder. And it's man in at the three, the small forward. And for San Antonio, Murray and White in the backcourt. Keldon Johnson out there with Draymond Green. And it's Mr. Fundamentals in at the center position, locking down the middle. And the Spurs start out with the ball. Driving to the basket. And that one is hammered home.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
Now here's George. Fires from 14. Rebound San Antonio. Last time they met in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
And they won that last game between these teams easily, posting a scorching hot field goal percentage.
Scorching and torching offensively. They were able to get everything they wanted.
So it's the Clippers now. 4-point game. There are fans that hate on Draymond Green, but nobody can deny he's a winner.
I mean, he is a winner. He's found success at every level. He gives everything to the team, and of course, he has the rings to talk all he wants.
George, good.
Really strong right there. George able to take the contact and muscle it up and in.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Outside White. Johnson passes to White. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's guarded by Zubac.
That one rocked this arena.
That's the kind of dunk right there that makes you think he's going to rip down the rim.
Now that is some real industrial size strength right there.
Jackson against Murray. Jackson down low. Pass to man. Clock at 6. On the take. Oh, powered down with both hands.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simple.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
And so here are the Clippers after the basket by San Antonio.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish, bringing it down with some attitude.
I tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
George against White. Step back shot. George, no good.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Mr. Fundamental shot is good.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar. Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Mr. Fan.
job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. It's the Spurs up by 10. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Murray and White in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Johnson. And it's Mr. Fundamentals in at the 5. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Now here's Payne. Grant, you won Rookie of the Year. You feel that a rookie wall is a real thing this time of the season?
I think it is, B.A. Now, I'm not the smartest guy in the room, but 30 games versus 82 games is a serious difference. The physicality of the NBA can also wear down a rookie.
Mr. Fundamental shot is good.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's averaging about 6 points per game.
White doing an excellent job coming up with the block there.
And that one drops. Give him 20.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
Now the Clippers with it. They trail by 14. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. After the Clippers picking up the basket just a moment ago.
Boy, Murray's court vision very sharp, and he's unselfish too. You love seeing that combination.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Now here's Bledsoe. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Ibaka for 3. It doesn't go for him. San Antonio goes the other way with it.
And you look at Serge Ibaka's defense. I mean, still solid overall. Not the rim protector, though, that he once was. And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Here's Kennard. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And despite drawing a lot of contact, he just kept coming, which resulted in a ton of free throws.
The shot by Payne, no good.
All alone from mid-range. You've got to think he's kicking himself.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for San Antonio. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Crowder, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Mann comes in for Kennard. George, he's checked in for Bledsoe. And it's Jackson in for Payne. It's both from the stripe. And so here are the Clippers. It's an 18-point game. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for LA, Serge Ibaka, taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both. On offense, here is San Antonio. A big stretch here going. 10-2. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Crowder, the pass to Jackson. From 12 feet. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Spurs have gotten off to a perfect 4-for-4 start of the second. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with. Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Spurs out in front, up 19. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They are dominating the scoring, leading by 19. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
They're going right to the rim, finishing every chance they get. The D was helpless trying to stop them and beating them inside. I love the relentlessness and the aggressive style. This is how you impose your will on another team.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
It's their defense that's put them in this spot. Giving up easy looks all over the place. Like they don't have even a game plan in place. Check out the field goal. Well, that's not going to cut it. I don't even want to talk about it.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Clark, a lot's been made of small ball in the NBA, but you look at the teams making deep playoff runs, and they've got size.
Well, I think you need both. I think you need a combination of size and skill, and you also need a nice blend of youth and experience. All of that makes for championship caliber teams. But the game of basketball is always going to be a game of skill, and size can enhance that skill.
So, on the floor for the Clippers, Jackson and George, they're manning the backcourt. Jay Crowder is out there with Ivica Zubac, and it's man in at the three slot.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here's Jackson. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
That's his first.
And while we have a moment,
personal
a
foul.
look at the league leaders in
First
fast
team
break
foul.
points over the last 10 games. The Clippers, number one.
Let's see if they'll be able to keep scoring at this rate throughout this season. Over the last 10 games, their ability to score in transition has been special.
And he drops a first. And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Crowder. Kennard comes in for Mann. Bledsoe, he's checked in for George. And Payne is subbed in for Jackson. Both shots good from the strike. Well, Los Angeles shooting about 41%.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Payne against Murray. Payne pass to Bledsoe. Back to Payne. Kennard outside. 5 on the clock. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Defended by Kennard. And he banks in the layup. He's got 36 points.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Bledsoe outside. Back to Kennard. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. 59 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Murray against Payne. Murray passes to Johnson. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Count the basket.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Now here's Bledsoe. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Ibaka, he's checked in for the Clippers. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Payne. That one rolls around and rims out. The Spurs have gone 3 of 3 in the second half. Here's Mr. Fundamentals, and he makes no mistakes. Slam dunk.
Earning his money on the interior tonight. That's a nice move.
Up top, Payne, defended by Murray. Payne, pass to Kennard. Three-pointer off the mark. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And it's good for 2.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Spurs out in front, just dominating this one. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And so it's San Antonio with it. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Murray and White in the backcourt. Keldon Johnson out there with Green. And it's Mr. Fundamentals in at center. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Pass to Ibaka. Out left to the wing. Johnson passes to Ibaka. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
And Ibaka is a fighter. Someone who enjoys the physicality of the game and attacking defenses.
Into the lane. Ooh, what a play. Just palms the block. And here is Winslow. And that one drops for him.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 6 assists here tonight. Ibaka with it. It's Winslow on the wing. Back to Ibaka. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
White on the wing. Down low. It's good.
You know, whenever White sees an open teammate, he's getting the ball to him right away. No hesitation.
The Clippers have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Johnson passes to Ibaka. And I think we're all giving more attention to health and well-being. Grant, anything the league can do better to protect player health?
Well, I know they've tried to cut down on travel and minimize back-to-backs, but at the end of the day, you're playing 41 road games and 41 home games. That's what it is. It's a marathon. It's going to be hard, and it's an endurance race. And so, yeah, maybe reducing regular season games, but I'm not sure that's an option. So sometimes you just got to grind it out and get through it and hope for the best for your ball club. And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Spurs.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And for the year now, they've chalked up 35 wins.
And they've had no trouble finding the win against this squad. They'll wrap up the season series with a clean 3-0 sweep.
Well, once they'd taken the first 2 from them, you could just sense how this one was going to go.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Oh, steps back and drains the jumper.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. That's Ibaka defending. Mr. Fundamentals shot is good.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
So we see the Spurs taking the W here. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.